dream like a young man with the wisdom of an old man. He wants his home and security. He wants to live like a sailor at sea. Beautiful loser, where you gonna fall when you realize you just can't have it all? He's your oldest and your best friend. If you need him, he'll be there again. He's always willing to be second best, a perfect lodger, a perfect guest. Beautiful loser, read it on the wall and realize you just can't have it all. Just can't have it all. Can't have it all. You can try, but you can't have it all. And never make any enemies, no. He won't complain if he's caught in a freeze. He'll always ask, he'll always say please. Beautiful loser, never take it all, 'cause it's easier and faster when you fall. You just don't need it all. Just don't need it all. Just don't need it all. Shout out! Thank you, friends, so much for joining us for another Sugar Lime Blue Sunday shout out. This is Dave. I'm Ashley of Sugar Lime Blue, and this Sunday shout out is going out to Dennis Felipa. Dennis, we hope you enjoyed your shout out. We'll see everybody next week with another one. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Shout out!
So Bob Seger,
Bob Seger.
he's like a working man's musician, like Bruce Springsteen. He reminds me.
Love some Bruce.
They talk about like the life of the working man. It's pretty cool, right? So I remember when I was a kid, I really liked Bob Seger, by the way, because one of the things
I don't think I knew that.
One of the things that got me into music was in 6th grade I had this teacher, and her name was Mrs. Coltrera, I believe. I know I had Mrs. Coltrera. I think she was my 6th grade teacher. But anyway, my 6th grade teacher, we would do vocabulary words, and we got to do them. She would pick songs each week to teach us. So she would play them on the tape deck or the record player that was the classroom. And it was contemporary rock music that she played them from.
What a creative way to teach.
And then she would list the words on the chalkboard, what they were, like the vocabulary words from the song.
That's amazing.
And then that was our spelling words. It was our spelling and our vocabulary for the week.
Yeah, I remember that being.
So it was spelling and vocabulary for the week. So she would pick songs. And I remember one of the songs was Old Time Rock and Roll.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't remember what the vocabulary words were, but I think that she would pick like 10. But then that was the first half of the year. She picked like a lot of the songs. And then the last weeks, the kids got to pick the songs and the vocabulary words from the songs.
Wow, what an amazing teacher.
I know,
what an
right?
amazing teacher.
So I remember that being like really one of my first, like, music is really cool, you know? And I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't remember what my song was, but it didn't have a lot of good vocabulary songs in it because, like, yeah, obviously she put a lot more effort
Well,
into
she
it.
was the
The kids
teacher.
picked the songs.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
Well, I'm sure
I think
some-
she maybe picked some of the vocabulary words from the songs too, but some of the
I bet some of the
didn't
kids
have a lot
pick
of language to them.
songs for simple vocabulary words.
Yeah. So
Cheating.
it was really good, but it was spelling also. So
Yeah.
like, you know, I remember she picked some Billy Joel and he had some very wordy vocabulary stuff. It was pretty tough.
I can imagine you would find many songs. I just think that's such a creative way to teach.
I forgot about it
What a
until
wonderful
actually
story.
just this moment. It was funny.
That's
I
great.
literally just thought about it. I was actually gonna say that you know, we were talking about working musicians or whatever, and I remember there was a big to do. Do you remember Bob Seger did the song "Like a Rock"?
Yeah.
And then it was bought by Chevy.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a big to do about it being him being a sellout because of the Chevy Like a Rock commercials, and that was the first song that was contemporary at the time that almost went like instantly to commercials. You know,
Yeah.
it seemed like it anyway. And I mean, I was young, so maybe there was some time in there, but I remember there was a big to do about him selling out. You know, like, oh, it's a sellout. But now it's like, it's so hard to make money music. Most artists strive to be
They're
on
looking to
TV.
sell out.
They
Yeah.
want to be on TV. They want to be in commercials because that's how you make some money. And he was capitalizing on it early on. And I mean, he wrote great songs for that. I remember he had a lot of songs that I think got some, not only commercial success, but they got commercials success.
Well, I think you would have to look deeper into that and see if he sold the rights to his publishing for that song to Chevy, or if he just sold some commercial rights for them to be able to use it. Because technically, selling out would be
Yeah.
selling the whole of your song to another entity and never claiming any.
Well, I remember also around that same time, Michael Jackson had like Pepsi. So there was a lot of like Michael Jackson commercials with Michael Jackson music doing the Pepsi.
Doing Pepsi. I kind of remember that. Wow, you're digging into the files in the back of my brain
I
here.
know, right? So, anyhow, is there, like, I was thinking, out of all the songs with commercials, that's why this kind of popped into my head. Like, if I think of a song that represents a commercial, that represents a product, the first song I think of is Like a Rock.
Oh,
Chevy
wow.
Trucks. So, is there
See-
a song that you think of immediately for a commercial?
Yeah, but it's because of Jim Gaffigan's sketch about Hot Pockets.
But that's not really a song.
It's a jingle. I mean,
Yeah, it's a
but
jingle.
when you say that, that is the first thing. And then shortly after that, by Menon, also because of his sketch.
And
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Jim Gaffigan.
what about a song? There's no song that when you hear it, you think about a product? immediately?
Folgers. Yeah. Best part of waking
That's another
up.
jingle.
I mean, but it's, oh, you mean like a song,
I mean, a song that they appropriated to a commercial. So now
it
when
was
you
a
hear it on
song
the radio, you think about
first.
Yeah. So you hear the song
It
on
wasn't
the radio
written
and you think
for-
about, oh,
Okay, I'd have to think on that. No, not really.
yeah.
Well, now that you say Like a Rock, of course, that's what my brain is stuck on.
Yeah, of course.
Other than Hot Pocket.
Too funny.
Oh, I'd have to think on that one a little while. Oh, no. Yes, absolutely. Okay, because it bothered me because they played it so much. And I actually liked the song to begin with, and it almost ruined it, is Grace Potter and the
Nocturnals.
Grace Potter and the Nocturnals. She did the If I Was From Paris. Ooh la la la
Oh, yeah.
la
What was the
la,
product
la.
for that?
I think it was razors.
It's funny you don't remember what the product was.
It bothered me
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah,
I just
no,
didn't want it.
it's like that. So.
Well, there, you know what? Actually, they had other razor commercials did appropriate a lot of songs because she got legs. She
Oh, yeah, the
knows
ZZ
how to
Top.
use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And
I think that was hosiery, wasn't it?
it might have been hosiery.
'Cause they
Yeah,
had the
because legs.
legs.
But there was another. I want to say it was a shit commercial. No, Venus. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Was it?
the razors have done a lot of appropriation.
Yeah, too funny. So if there's a song that reminds you of a product, let us know down below.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.